Right now at 10, an expensive decision, what a study is recommending for Holman's Fire Station. And fake clergy scamming La Crosse residents, what police say to watch out for. Plus, it's the Friday Night Frenzy. Highlights from big basketball clashes from around the area.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Ken Kozarowski. Emily is off. The city of La Crosse saying a final farewell to the man dubbed Mr. Fest. Across the city, flags at half-staff to honor the late Pat Stevens. The 77-year-old was responsible for iconic events like Rotary Lights, Irish Fest, and the Freedom Honor Flight. Stevens' funeral was held earlier today at St. Patrick's Parish in Onalaska, with hundreds of people gathering to honor him. And this evening, the community also gathering for Stevens' celebration of life. News 8 Now's Brooklyn Hines shows us how the community is honoring his legacy. Brooklyn.
Ken, Pat Stevens truly impacted so many lives here in the Coulee region, and it shows by the hundreds of people gathering to honor him today.
To know Pat Stevens was to know somebody who truly had a heart for the community.
For decades, Stevens was one of the driving forces behind many of La Crosse's major events and organizations. Tonight, the community comes together to celebrate his life and collect food donations, honoring Pat's legacy of giving.
In true Pat Stevens style, that even now he thinks about those that are less fortunate, and food donations as part of us saying goodbye to Pat Stevens is a true blessing, as was he.
All donations from tonight benefit the Hunger Task Force, one of many organizations Stevens supported.
Such a privilege to know Pat Stevens over the years. What he has done for the Hunger Task Force and all of the programs that provide food to people is so immense, and we're also very grateful.
The family adds that instead of flowers, donations can be made to Rotary Lights, Irish Fest, and the Freedom Honor Flight. All organizations Pat was a big part of. In the studio, Brooklyn Hine, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Brooklyn. Holman may need a new fire station. That's according to a new building study. That study says the current building is outdated, small, and doesn't meet health and safety standards. It's also in need of major repairs. The building was originally designed for a volunteer fire department and lacks space for the department's full-time staff. Holman's fire chief says they're designing a new fire station to better serve the growing population.
Parts of it are almost 50 years old. Where we are right now is an addition that's 25 years old. So we need to take a look at what do we do? Do we fix the building, or do we build a new building?
The study includes concept plans for a new fire station. Ostrang says the upgrades would be centered around firefighter well-being and improving response times. The study recommends abandoning their current fire station and building a new one. According to Ostrang, they're looking into potential locations and funding sources for that project. Police say a new scam in La Crosse involves fake priests and pastors. News 8 Now has learned the people behind it claim to be a trusted local religious leader. Police say so far 2 people have fallen for it, and they lost $2,300. And the scam calls aren't slowing down. Here's how it works.
People will go on to the websites, find church information, find out pastor names and information. I believe in this situation, he called and said, hey, I'm the pastor with the church, we're looking to buy gift cards for the underprivileged. Can you help me out and go out and buy these for me?
Once someone buys the card, the scammer then asks for a photo of the card or to give the information over the phone. Democratic Senator Tammy Baldwin is pushing a new bill. It's called the Healthy Families Act. It would guarantee that every American worker has up to 7 paid sick days each year. It can be used to recover from their own illnesses or care for a child or family member. Right now, some statistics showed nearly 27 million workers lack any paid sick time. Nominations for 2026 Oktoberfest parade marshals are open. To apply, you must live within a 20-mile radius of La Crosse, be a resident for at least 10 years, and have an active presence in the community. You can apply on OktoberfestUSA.com. Nominations are accepted until March 16th. And planning for Holman's Corn Fest 2026 is underway. That party happens in August. Organizers are now looking for sponsorship. At one point, the fest was called off due to funding concerns. Corn Fest has been an area favorite for 61 years. It features a parade and, you guessed it, corn. The Milwaukee Brewers announcing their 2026 giveaways. Among the items, a bar dice set, a Hank Aaron replica jersey, a Brewers Oktoberfest Alpine hat, and a windbreaker. Opening day for the Crew, March 26th against the White Sox. Two Wisconsinites winning big on The Price is Right. Menominee's Ben and Barbara Topper were part of the show's Valentine's Day episode. The couple of 61 years went home with bikes and a new car. The winning streak started when the couple guessed $1 for 2 bicycles because they thought the other contestants' guesses were too high.
You try to prepare yourself for that if that happens, and but you never get it prepared. And like Barbara says, I don't remember really what I did, so we're kind of anxious to see it all.
The couple hosted a watch party with over 100 people down in Arizona. Coming up, it's the Friday Night Frenzy. All the local scores and highlights in just a few minutes.
Definitely going to be a warm Valentine's Day and warm all the way through President's Day too, but we do have some big changes going on for next week. We'll show all that coming up on your first warm weather update after the break.
Every accident is different. Different driving conditions, different injuries, different life circumstances. The insurance companies often use these circumstances to avoid paying you what you deserve. At Gruber Law Offices, we know how insurance companies can take advantage after an accident. Trust our experience and history of successfully helping our clients. And remember, there is never a fee until we win. Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
We see you out there coming up with original ideas, which is why you shop at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Because you know that when inspiration stirs, we'll have what you need at prices that help make it happen. During our big pet care event, 20-pound bags of Blaine's brand Easy Scoop Cow Litter, 2 for $15. $5 off assorted Diamond Naturals dog food. Plus, rewards members get free same-day local delivery on pet orders of $49 or more. Find value on the things you value. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Being original.
At Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics, our goal is to help you and your pet in times of need. We specialize in the gold standard for cruciate ligament repair, the TPLO.
I was amazed to see Bear up and running again so soon. They really took good care of him.
Piper had TPLO surgery and is already running again weeks later.
Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics for an orthopedic consultation today.
Well, as we warm up too, in response to all the activity starting to happen out to the west, two big picture shows you we pretty much got high pressure. That system down to the south towards Texas, that's going to stay to the south. It's going to lift north. We will get some cloud cover from that probably tomorrow afternoon, but that's about it. And the one that's for next week really isn't the one in the Pacific Northwest. It's the one that's offshore that's going to be developing and heading towards the southwest part of the U.S., and then that'll lift up as we go to next week. So active out there, they could use the snow. They're going to get it. We'll get the precipitation come back in the forecast about the middle of next week. It'll get active and it'll actually get colder too, as you would expect. We're still in the middle of November. Now, we still got record high temperatures possible tomorrow. It's getting more and more likely that it's actually for today. There's the ones. We're looking at 55 too, potentially for La Crosse and Eau Claire. It's in striking distance, or we might top at 2. Right now it looks like it's a good bet that we probably get 2 of them tomorrow. As we go into Sunday, that's less likely, not because it's going to be warm, it's just the record highs now jump up. 1921 was a pretty abnormal year to see 65 here for the record high, so that's probably not going to be in jeopardy. Neither is Eau Claire. You see the temperature comes down a little bit. We have a little bit more cloud cover and the change in wind direction a little bit. It'll still be warm, but maybe not quite as warm as we saw for Saturday and Monday. Likely the warmest day, I think, for a lot of the area. Could get 60 for La Crosse, definitely in the 50s for Eau Claire. La Crosse got an opportunity for another record. We'll see if Eau Claire does or not. Cloud cover will play a role in that. As you wake up tomorrow morning, we're going to have pretty much temperatures mild for this time of year. Some areas could get in the upper teens, but quite a drop, too. With the dry air, you're going from to the low 20s at some places. You're going all the way to the mid 50s, so a pretty good spread just to the dry atmosphere. The fog potential is there, but it's mainly where areas still have a snowpack or close to it, given the moisture that's being added to the atmosphere due to melting. Tomorrow, a lot of 50s, potentially upper 50s for some area. Cloud cover a little bit in the morning, some high clouds in the afternoon. And then Sunday, there's a lot more cloud cover going on, and I'll show you what's going on. So temperatures may actually be similar to Saturday or a few degrees down from Saturday just because of the clouds, but still well above average. We're still talking 20 degrees above average, just a degree or two difference. Monday, there's a real warm day, I think, just because we'll have plenty of sun in the afternoon before clouds increase Monday night. A lot of areas will probably get into the 60-degree mark or very close to it as you go further south. Then things begin to change after that. Now, mentioning the fog, you see a little bit here at 5 a.m. This area is here showing up. That is just fog or low clouds, and this is really where the area that still has a decent snowpack yet still that's melting. Over time, you'll see that kind of spread a little south, but by the time we get to 8 or 9, it pretty much pushes to the north. There's your high clouds that are going to be passing to the south overhead throughout the day as that system goes well south, but you can see that coming through. And then notice the low cloud cover beginning to push back into the area Saturday night as the winds begin to turn. And this is the cloud cover I was speaking above that might get us a little bit cooler for some areas for Sunday and a lot more clouds. Next week, Tuesday night, looks like rain. This transition then will happen some point Tuesday night into Wednesday, depending on location. We'll have to figure that out. I think further north you go, it's going to be more of a wintry mix Tuesday night into Wednesday. Further south you go, that transition may be Wednesday. We have a little bit of a pause or break, probably Wednesday night. And then Thursday night, that's when it's mixed to all snow, and I think accumulation is possible. We'll have to keep an eye, especially on Thursday night into Friday morning, as that would be the opportunity. So more to come on that, but otherwise enjoy the very mild conditions near record setting. And don't forget the overnight lows could be record setting, given we'll be barely getting under 40 degrees at many locations going into Monday and Tuesday. So, you know, like I said, we mentioned last year at this point, we're in the 20s and negative numbers. So, you know, we can't beat this year, I guess.
No, quite a warm spell right now. Thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, it's the Friday Night Frenzy. We travel north, south, east, and west for a packed night of action, including a massive game in the Cooley Conference title outlook in Viroqua. Those highlights and more next.
In a world that can tear kids down, every child needs someone who builds them up. That's why Bygoff and Rohde proudly sponsors Big Brothers Big Sisters to match kids with their own mentor. Because every child deserves a champion.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became America's best-selling trucks. And we've kept that title every year since. F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 49 years. And Ford, the most awarded brand for initial quality among trucks by J.D. Power.
Now lease a new Ford F-150 for just $359 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Hi, I'm Elmer Carl.
And I'm Mike Carl. Carl's President's Day sale is going on right now. Save up to $2,000 instantly, plus rebates. You get Carl's bonus rebates of up to $500 throughout the store.
All TVs are on sale.
You get free installation on select dishwashers, save up to $925 on Serta mattress sets, and we have preseason prices on grills. Our President's Day sale is going on right now.
Carl's, your servicing dealer since 1956.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family and help out in your community. You've been there for so many others. But when life challenges you, when rising costs, unexpected repairs, medical bills, or simply a rough stretch make it hard to keep up on a limited or low income, you're not alone. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are here for you, working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. If you're struggling with high utility bills, facing a disconnect notice, or dealing with a furnace emergency and your limited or low income isn't enough, support is available. Visit www.heat.help or call 1-800-506-5596 to apply for a hand up.
When your nest empties, you can fill a child's life with purpose. Big Brothers Big Sisters bridges generations through mentorship. Bygoff and Rohde changes lives through justice. Because one mentor can change everything.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome back into the Friday Night Frenzy. Jacob and Cade with you once again. And Cade, mid-February means conference races are getting tight as the state tournament is looming.
The 7th-ranked Aquinas boys still in the hunt for that MVC crown, but they're at 2 losses. One back, a conference leader on Alaska, so every game is big for the Blue Golds. Logan visiting Aquinas this evening. Logan went into a zone defense right away. Aquinas senior Logan Becker was a big fan. He splashes a 3. A little later, it's a catch-and-shoot 3 opportunity for Calvin Barr. Same spot, and he drills it. Then a little later in transition, Becker to Talon Reinhardt, who gives it right back, and Becker nails it. Aquinas up 14. Sense a theme here? How about one more for good measure? This time, Becker from the corner. Roses are red, violets are blue. If Logan Becker is open, he'll hit a 3 for you. 6 of them tonight. Aquinas wins 87-51.
I love it. 9th-ranked Central also in the hunt for a conference crown. They're visiting Toma. Early in this one, it's Gabe Service doing what Gabe Service does, and that's draining the deep ball for a 7-point lead. Just 3 of his 23 on the night. Home side responding, it's Quinn Gerke nailing a 3 of his own to tie things up. He had 20 points in this one. Riverhawks showing the resilience, though, as Service getting the board and the bucket for the lead. And it is Central squeaking past Toma in a close one, 67-64.
All right, MVC girls action. Toma visiting on Alaska. First half on Alaska's Kayla Kettlehut draws the double team and finds an open Olivia Pacell for 3. Toppers up 9. Later, more on a Kettlehut. Gets the steal, takes it the other way for a layup, extending the lead. She had 19 on the night. Timberwolves answer. Brielle Pluger finds an open Evie Hadelman for 3. Toma down 11. And on Alaska responds. Great passing, ends up with a wide open Pacell. She hits it for 3 of her 19. Hilltoppers pull away 66-40.
All right, girls basketball in the Cooley Conference has been a battle this season.
Certainly has. Arcadia is leading the way at 9-2. Viroqua sits at 8-2, and West Salem at 8-3.
All right, tonight, Viroqua and West Salem clash, and a win by the Panthers, and they stay in the contention for the conference crown.
A win by the Blackhawks sets up a winner-takes-all matchup against Arcadia next week.
All right, big one at Viroqua. Great atmosphere in the gym tonight. We start with one of the top girls in the state in the steals department, Aliyah Schwem with the theft, and she goes glass for the 2. Homestead down 5. Next possession for the Panthers, it's their leading scorer, Josie Brudos, catching fire from long range to extend that lead to 8. And it's Friday the 13th, as we all know. Not many scarier sights than Schwem coming at you full speed. Beautiful jump stop, leading to 2 more. But West Salem was hungry for some revenge after falling to Viroqua on their home court 1 month ago. Anna Miller, good from downtown. And it's the roadside that takes this one by a final score of 75-66.
All right, a quick check-in on Arcadia. They're stepping out of conference as they welcome in Sparta. First half, a couple of passes sets up Arcadia's Justine Sansala for 3 from the corner. Raiders up 5. Sparta looking to keep pace. Tina Lees with the spin move in the lane. Bounce off the iron and in. Spartans chipping away at that lead. And later, long 3 isn't going to connect for the home team, but Jocelyn Lockington is there for the rebound and the putback. Home team up double digits. Arcadia goes on to win 61-53.
Luther looking to stay in the Cooley Conference mix, visiting Westby tonight. First half, Westby's Odessa Hebner finding Reagan Stenslein for 3. Norseman down by 6. Luther then starting to pull away. Mackenzie Torgerud puts it up. Underhanded, Knights go up by 9. Westby responds. Natalie Larson gonna hit a 3, and she'll get fouled. That's the rare 4-point play to cut the lead to 8. But Luther always had an answer in this one. Carson Kraus to Kara Unke, who hits the J. Knights win big, score another league victory, 62-34, marking 4 wins in a row.
All right, Gail Ettrick Trempolo hosting Black River Falls. First half, Redhawks moving the ball around the arc. Jocelyn Lunsford gets an open look and drains it. Home team up by 4. Second half, GET starting to pull away. Claire Bowers can't connect from the baseline, but Cadence Thompson is there with the rebound and putback. Redhawks up big as they hang on to win 63-53.
Going to be interesting to see what happens in that Cooley race. Some good games tonight, and brackets come out on Sunday.
Yeah, seeding announced Sunday, so be sure to stay tuned. We'll have all of that a breakdown over the weekend.
Can't wait. All right, more coming up after the break. We have Dairyland action in a key clash in the Ridge and Valley. Keep it right here.
Rural Wisconsin churches struggling to keep their doors open, with many operating without full-time pastors. As attendance falls, how long can they survive? Monday at 6, we talk with spiritual leaders on their hope and plans for a revival.
Buy this Ashley sectional and you'll get this ottoman free. Up to 60% off list at the President's Day Doorbuster deals at Slumberland. Get this reclining sofa for just $6.99 and get the recliner free. Now through President's Day only at Slumberland Furniture.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present the Community Calendar. For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
I'm standing here at the warehouse this morning where some 30 to 40 installers depart every morning. You've been thinking about new windows. I've been thinking about new windows for over 40 years. And my promise to you is that these fine installers that leave here every morning install the finest windows available in the market today, expert installation, always at a good value. If you're looking for new replacement windows, today would be a great day to reach out to the board store and set up a prompt free estimate.
This is the story about a little empathy. No matter where little empathy looked, it just couldn't find its place in the world. Which was sad, because it had so much to give. Then one day, little empathy made a friend. And the friend took it somewhere it would always be useful and appreciated. Welcome to a place where healthcare is all about caring. Amplify Health. A little empathy changes everything.
The huge President's Day sale at Slumberland. Get a Sealy mattress for just $399. Save up to $800 on select mattress sets. Get 60-month financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster. Up to 60% off list, only at Slumberland.
All right, welcome back to the Friday Night Frenzy.
The Dairyland Conference race is a marathon with games stretching all the way back to November.
Well, the cream of the crop is rising to the top, and Cheddar, believe it, it's a good one tonight. Osseo Fairchild boys have just 2 losses in conference play as they sit alone at the top of the Dairyland Large.
Tonight they face Alma Center Lincoln, who's within reach of the Dairyland Small League.
All right, Thunder visiting the Hornets. Away team starting off hot in this one. Dane Langet sends one down to Mason Knutson. They had it handled on the defensive end as well. Drew Hansen gonna get the steal, takes it the distance to increase the lead for the Thunder. But there was no love in the paint tonight. The Rock finds Edmund Labar, takes advantage down low, trying to keep pace. But the Thunder stole the show. Great passing as everyone's getting some love, and Mason Schmidt ends up with it for the easy 2. Osseo goes on to win 63-43.
The Valentine's Day references there. Whitehall looking to stay in striking distance of the Dairyland Large lead as they're hosting Melrose Mindoro. Wyatt McHugh missing the 3 here, but gets it back, fires it down low to Brooks Cowley for the bucket. They would cut the lead into single digits late thanks to William Youngbauer. Gonna kiss one off the glass, but it was Whitehall getting it done. Mason Prisbilla gets it to go off the inbound, and they would ice the game with some free throws down the stretch. Whitehall gets the win 63-55.
All right, to the Ridge and Valley. DeSoto girls looking to close out a perfect regular season as they host one-loss Wazeeka Steuben. Back and forth early on, Isabella Bunders. Nice shot off the glass for the first points of the game. Pirates starting to heat up. Kylie Venner goes cross court. McKenna Gilman, deep 2, gets the friendly bounce. DeSoto in front. Then in transition, Sylvia Kruger going up the court, feeds it over to Venner. Scoop layup is good. Pirates up 4. Wazeeka not going away. Bunders drives, then finds Natalie Wright for the score. Hornets within 3. But the Pirates would close out strong as they clinch the Ridge and Valley, going a perfect 12-0. They get the crown for the first time in 20 years. Same matchup, but for the boys. DeSoto with the nice ball movement. Jackson Trisoni drives baseline and finds Adam Venner, who makes the shot. That puts DeSoto up 12. Hornets fighting back. Cooper Lomas with the open look. Nothing but net. But the Pirates find another gear. Trisoni again drives. This time goes off the glass for the fancy layup. Then out of the timeout, going for the alley-oop, but it's Lane Gelf going to settle for the easy two. Pirates sail away with it, 58-38, the final.
Bangor boys are tied atop the Scenic Bluffs, hosting Wani Walk Center this evening. Second half here, Brody Edwards gets a pass and then nails a 3-ball in the corner to extend the lead. Wolves on the prowl now. It's Tayton Lansinger with the offensive board and the putback, but it was all Cardinals in this one. Edwards once again catches and fires from 3, and they say 3 is a magic number, so why not sink one more for a 21-point lead? That's not a replay right there. That's different plays, and it's Bangor taking this one at home with ease, 90-69.
Over in Minnesota, Faribault visiting Winona boys, but junior Colby Lindsay driving through the heart of the defense, finishes with the soft touch to get the Winhawks on the board first. Few seconds later, James Ramsey feeling the love from deep, buries the 3 to go up 5. Eli Jonesgard capping off the 10-2 run, spins and hits the mid-range jumper for the home team. Up 11 at the half, and they would continue to dominate the rest of the game as Winona sign, seal, and deliver a 72-57 win over the Falcons.
Good win there for the Winhawks. Cotter girls wrapping up their regular season tonight, hosting Triton. Midway through the first half, junior Elena Hardy finishing through contact for the and 1 to put the Ramblers up 9. Then shortly after, Elizabeth Gibson on the defensive side intercepting the pass finds Anna Sykes for the up and in. The buckets would continue to fall as Camry McCall passes out of a triple team to Amelia Krog, who cans it from deep to go up 17, and Cotter win their regular season finale 85-73 over the Cobras.
All right, girls wrestling regional at Holmen. 23 athletes from our area advancing to next Friday's sectional meet at Stevens Point. That includes third-ranked Aini Anderson of Holmen at 100 pounds, 13th ranked West Salem Bangor Sophia Anderson at 107, Onalaska's Evelyn Hooker at 152, and then at the Mondovi sectional, defending state champ Riley Hanrahan of Black River Falls, one step closer to state as she wins by pin. Sectionals set for next Friday.
Well, give me some good action there on the mat. Can't wait to see what they have in store, and the boys as well.
Boys tomorrow. Stay tuned for that coverage. That'll be at Brookwood.
Gonna be a busy day for you. When we return, the Badgers looking for another statement win against the top 10 team in the nation. Highlights from a fun one in Madison next.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get a total value of over $6,100 on the Sierra 1500 model. Plus get $3,000 trade allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
The La Crosse Sports Show is back February 12th through 15th.
Get face-to-face with the Extreme Raptor Show.
Learn Mad Dog and Merrill's grilling tips and enjoy Parakeet Landing.
Get ready for the season. Shop acres of boats, docks, gear, resorts, and safaris at unbeatable show prices.
Then fish the trout pond and get your trophy racks scored for free.
Come for the deals, stay for the fun, and come back a second day for free.
The show is open Thursday through Sunday at the La Crosse Center.
Your ticket to outdoor adventure awaits at lacrossesportshow.com.
Time is running out on the area's best furniture sale. It's the final weekend of the President's Week sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Right now, you'll find incredible savings from brands like Flexsteel, Stressless, Lazy Boy, and Daniel's Amish. Store-wide sale prices, 24-month financing, and even free gas, just for shopping Drury's. But you'll have to hurry. It's the final weekend of the President's Day sale. It all ends Monday at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Family-owned for 100 years.
We love our farmers at Fleet Farm, and we're celebrating with big deals on farm supplies and over $160,000 in giveaways. The sales run all week long, but stop by February 13th through 15th for giveaways that start at 10 a.m. each day, including 100 free gift cards on Friday, 500 free tote bags on Saturday, and 500 free hats on Sunday. For more info, go to fleetfarm.com and enjoy all our farm festivities this week, only at Fleet Farm.
The most important value of our law firm is our commitment to our clients.
Schwebel, Getz, and Sieben had a game plan from the start.
They answered all my questions in plain English. They made complicated law very easy to understand.
They were responsive. They called me back right away.
I would highly recommend Schwebel, Getz, and Sieben.
I would recommend Schwebel, Getz, and Sieben to anybody. Absolutely recommend them.
Call Schwebel, Getz, and Sieben or go to schwebel.com for a free consultation.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Frenzy.
The Wisconsin Badgers men's basketball team could be finding their stride with just a month until the conference tournament.
Wisconsin has won 8 out of their last 10 entering tonight, including wins over number 2 Michigan and number 8 Illinois this past Tuesday. Tonight, another strong test. Number 10 Michigan State visiting the Kohl Center. And in the first half, fans got treated to the Nick Boyd show. The star guard puts on the brakes, drops his defender, and buries the trifecta. That is the other part of the brilliant backcourt duo, John Blackwell. A couple pump fakes, and John Blackwell's going to decide to pull up and hit from long range. Great choice, ripping the cords. Badgers rolling. Then a little later, it's Boyd catching and firing from the corner pocket. Again, it is good. Wisconsin shooting the leather off the ball, putting up 51 points in the first half, and then Boyd adding to his tally with a take to the cup. He had 20 at halftime, finishing the game with 29 as the Badgers make it 9 wins in their last 11, adding another impressive victory to the resume.
With just 3 games to play, there is a lot on the line for the UWL women. The Eagles 2 games back of first as they welcome in Stevens Point tomorrow at Mitchell Hall. The Eagles locked in a 3-way tie for second. Tip-off is at 3, and it's a 4-way tie atop of the WIAC men's standings. UWL, one of those 4 teams, as they visit Stevens Point, who's also tied for first. The Eagle men tip off at 5.
Hopefully UWL can keep their momentum going. Those men are playing really well lately.
They are, and a lot of season left in that conference, but just 4 teams at the top. It's always competitive in that conference.
Yeah, and the Badgers look really good. If they can keep playing like that, shooting like that, good luck to anybody that goes against them. All right, an impressive win there for Wisconsin. We have got the play of the night coming up after this.
Race into savings at Menards. For over 50 years, Mastercraft has been building doors you can count on. From classic to modern designs, you'll find the perfect door for your home. Get this Ready to Paint Tour for a $114.99 value after rebate. Shop our huge selection of window images, blinds, and shades. From faux wood room darkening blinds to insulating cellular shades. Get these light filtering shades for a $19.99 value after rebate. Plus, get them trimmed to width for free.
Save big money at Menards.
You came prepared to take on the pressure. We came prepared to give you none of that, just more out of buying a car. At Maury's West Salem Kia, you get our best price up front. No scripts, no side eyes, no 4-hour negotiations. Maury's sales team doesn't work on commission, so you get more help, less hassle. Need service? With Maury's, you get honest work done right. We even do more for our community. Get more with Maury's West Salem Kia. Visit Maury'sWestSalemKia.com.
Save big at Hy-Vee Friday through Sunday. Hy-Vee butter is just $2.99. Whole boneless pork loins only $1.88 a pound. Chicken breasts $2.99 a pound. Star-Kissed chunk light tuna only 69 cents. A 5-pound bag of potatoes just $1.48. Save on Red Baron pizza and more Friday through Sunday. And every day you'll find the same low prices online as in store. Only at Hy-Vee.
Yeah, I joke, my ears were her Valentine's gift a year ago. So something I'd been thinking about, and so Valentine's Day was coming around, and I had spoke to Tom a couple times, but never made anything definite, and so I just kind of made the definite plan and made it happen, and glad I did. Wish I would have done it 20 years ago.
Yeah, he can actually participate in conversations now and not just shaking his head.
Better hearing is a better life.
Soar into a new career at Eagle Crest Communities.
My experience here has helped me tremendously. My skills that I'm learning as far as helped me to better my career, because I do want to be a nurse. I'm going to Western right now. They also help with like the TIPS program for tuition. So they help with school. They help with my schedule professionally. They are very supportive with my child and my child care. And this is just like the perfect place for a single parent like me.
Learn more at eaglecrestlife.org.
All right, welcome back to the Friday Night Frenzy. It is now time for the play of the night.
And we head back south to Viroqua. It's Aliyah Schwem turning a missed shot into a solo fast break opportunity. And check this out. It's even better when you put her in slow motion, but she's still moving fast. It's unbelievable how fast she is out there on the court. No win for the Blackhawks, but Schwem does take play of the night. Cade, more fun tomorrow on wrestling. What are you looking forward to?
So I'll be over in Brookwood for a bunch of Division III wrestlers. I think the Aquinas Blue Goulds will have a lot of guys make it through to state. Also Division II up in Osseo, West Salem Bangor, GET Melman. Those two teams have a good chance to make some noise up there. And then Holman will be up in Menominee. They're the number 2 team in Division I. We'll see how many guys they can get through. It should be a lot of fun.
Can't wait to see what the wrestling postseason brings, as well as basketball. We've got brackets released on Sunday. Just can't wait for it all. That'll do it for us tonight. For Kate Overton, I'm Jacob Lenzendorf. Have yourself a great weekend.